Brew Barons. Ah. I've mucked around with my settings and I'm trying a different way of recording today, so you're probably going to get loads of background noise in my seat going all the time, but at least you'll be able to hear me, unlike the last video. Let's turn the music down slightly first. I don't know how the hell that's going to be on the recording either. We'll find out in a minute. As I was saying, I wanted to try something different today, and I think I've just buggered it up all. I don't know. Go back to the game, please. Hang on, nothing happened. Nothing happened. Just ignore everything. Shh. Shh. Oh, hang on, can I literally not? I can go new game from there. Thank God for that. Right, my point, which is convoluted as ever, is I'm going to call this video Hear Me Out. I'm going to recommend this game even though it's not... You can't buy it yet? This is a demo. It's an actual game demo. You know, remember those things, like, if you're my age, you used to get on a floppy disk on the front of a magazine. But, alright, CD. Like, some of you are probably old enough to remember CDs still, right? Yeah? Yeah, you used to get game demo CDs. I got one with my first PlayStation, and it had like, Banjo-Kazooie on it. What the hell did it have? Just some random games, and I can't remember anything other than Banjo-Kazooie. Abe's Odyssey had a level of that. Come on, brain, you're not that old yet. You can do this. And it had, I can see the game. What was it called? I've got no idea. It had some games on it, and they were good fun. So I went and bought some or something. Yeah, game demos. They don't exist anymore, really. If you want to test something, you get like an early access launch. And a lot of the time you have to pay for that anyway, so you just don't get game demos anymore. So on that alone, try this out, because the demo is free. The game is called Brew Barons. Further on from that, if you've ever seen Porco Rosso or Studio Ghibli, did I say that right? Giblets? One of those? Something like that? You'll probably like this. I've always had an interest in planes, being the strange person that I am. I've never lost the amazement of looking up and seeing a big metal thing whizzing through the sky and not falling on my head. I'm weird, I know. Anyway, Brew Barons, game demo, on Steam. Go give it a go. I'm going to show you a bit of it now. I'm going to start a new game with the tutorial because it'll explain a bit as we're going. It might make a bit more sense. It looks beautiful. It plays pretty damn well for a demo. And from what I understand, the actual game was due to be out 4th quarter of this year. It's going to be 1st quarter of next year now. But there's so much more in it. Like, for instance, in the demo, you can't actually save your progress, which I found a little bit frustrating. But at the same time, understandable, because you don't get too far into it and ruin the game for yourself. So I'm going to kind of ignore this and click through some of it. You can slow down and have a read if you like. Most people won't. It's the general sort of introduction of what we're doing here. You're on an island. You're going to make some booze and sell it to people, and the pirates are doing it already and you want to go and do it better. So you've been given this old plane by this bloke with a shiny tooth, which is always a really good start when you buy something off a bloke with a gold tooth. I think he's like your uncle. Yeah, it's a bag of shite. Look at it. Look, it's got no wings. It's all cut up, the engine smoking, and even tells you there's a carburettor issue, so you can't fly very high, which kind of sucks. But it is what it is. So this is basic controls. Left, right, up, down, blah, 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 blah. Control, shift. That kind of thing. Forwards and reverse. Forwards and reverse. Forwards and reverse. I found that kind of interesting because I'm not sure that's an actual thing on planes. Might be different for boat planes, float planes, but actual planes, pretty sure you can't stick them in reverse. Probably wrong. I'm sure somebody will tell me I'm wrong. I'm usually wrong. I get that. That's fine. I actually had the opportunity to fly a plane once, and instantly stuck it in a nosedive because somebody dropped something and I went to pick it up next to me because I'm smart like that. I mean, as I said before, if you've seen Studio Ghibli, specifically Porco Rosso, you'll look at this and go, oh my god, it's amazing, because it's so beautiful. They've got such a nice soft art style going on here. Just for your information, it's a single player game, so don't be disappointed not being able to do like gunfights with your friends and things, but I don't think you're gonna be too bothered. I'm pretty sure this isn't going to be massively expensive when it comes out. Let's just get through this. I'm pretty sure I can't take off because I've got no wings. This is just for taxiing, so I might cut a bit of this out.
Some time later.
It won't even go full throttle, so it's about 70%, maybe even less than that. This thing's knackered, is what I'm saying. Oh good, Windows Update, yeah, cheers! Cheers! Get in the way of my recording. Fuck you! So now we get to the hangar, and it's going to tell us how to put our plane back together, because we need wings. We've got a bit of money. I don't want to go into roster, I've already got 2 people. I suppose I could swap them around. From what I'm aware of on the roster, if you swap Francis and Nigel round in the demo, she accelerates faster. So what you'll find in the demo, apparently this is slightly different in the actual game, is when you put the throttle up, it responds slightly slower. And that's down to the character's skill. Okay, and we're going to repair the plane. Click on wings, click broken wings. Don't want broken wings. Want proper wings, please. We got wings. There we go. We should be able to go and have a proper fly now. As I said, you'll notice quite a lot of lag on the old throttle when you first throttle up with Nigel. I've not tried swapping them over because I've not had much of a play, because I didn't want to get too massively into this, because not only has it made me do my usual thing, I'm going to make my own game, I'm also really busy at the moment. I don't know how I've managed it. I've got 2 jobs. I've got a dog. And yeah, I've got 2 kids on the way. Fuck. I was going to tell you how to do it. It looks like it's going to show you. The idea is you don't fly up to the dock, nose in. You fly alongside it. Or should I say you land and glide through the water alongside it. So, engine on, and off we go. Now, I've got a small criticism about this so far, is I've never flown a seaplane. Relatively sure it would probably take longer than that to take off, but again, I don't know, I've never flown one. So, let's get the hammer down, or throttle up, whichever way you want to look at it. The dog and shovel. Oh, there's another bar in there. I didn't spot that one before. Have we got a... Oh, yeah, we can move the camera around. That feels a little bit wonky, but here we go. I am assured by the Discord there is a lot more in the actual game itself. Now, I'm slightly worried because my engine sounds really janky. I've got all the volume down so you can't hear it, but it's making some bad noises. Right, now it's going to tell me to throttle down as I come in because I have to land. You'll notice I haven't throttled down at all. And yeah, this reduces speed. It's fine. Now it's telling us it's put some gamey stuff on our ship. So, water boost, which is the funnel thing you can see at the front, is sucking up water because why not? And then left mouse button gives us speed boost, and if we roll our mouse in a second it will show us the other thing we can do. I like the little caricature faces as well. You see the wind in their hair. Reminds me a little bit of Carmageddon, believe it or not. It's the only other game apart from Doom did it as well. Okay, Doom. But yeah, I like seeing that little thing. Some sort of effect. Speed. As you can see, I've got like a little... Can't see very well because of the UI, but yeah, I've got a water fart jet. And apparently I'm doing 300 knots. Or thereabouts. Because it makes sense. We're just going to fly into the sky to a ridiculous height. On a plume of water. And the plane is doing a fart. There we go, that's that one done. And I'm pretty sure the engine conks out up here. That was intense. No, you're in a plane. Now we use the other thing that you can do with the water power collection debris, and you get water bolts. So instead of proper machine guns, you've got overpowered super soakers on this thing. Let's not hit the deck because that wrecks your plane. Even if you hit the water too fast. Because if you didn't know, hitting the water too fast is like just hitting cement. It sucks. Same as if you're ever on a speedboat. Don't jump out, it's not sensible. James Bond might have done it, but he's not real. You won't be if you jump out of a speeding boat. Because it will hurt. Most likely kill you. I can now shoot water at a tree and apples pop up and then I collect them because that's how you really pick apples. It's a game. It's quite fun and it's a lot quicker than getting out your city plane to go and pick some apples up. Whee. Get a bit more of it? No. I believe there's like supercharger engines and things, and if you join the Discord, and there's a link to the Discord in the demo, you can go and look at some of the other planes that people have built, because there's already people testing it. The developers, I'm going to say it's a one-man band, but it's not. I know there's at least 2 of them working on it, possibly 3. It says it's a studio. Heck, there could be loads, probably even more than we've got on ours. But they're quite talkative, they're quite chatty, they're quite happy to respond to questions as well. They're a nice bunch on there, so I strongly suggest you go over and join them. Even if you don't buy the game, just go for the little community. That's a nice group. They've been very welcoming, and I'm not exactly the most sociable of people most of the time, so it's quite good. Now she's going to tell us how we can make a brew. This is actually the brewing part of Brew Barons, because honestly I'd be happy if it was just flying. If it's a bit multiplayer, that'd be even more amazing, but you know, we've got this bit too, so Brew Barons. We're going to briefly blah 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 blah. Create. Put all my apples in the basket, please. Okay, so what do I press? I'll press that first. Okay, yeah. Alright. Apples, please. So my hopper is full. 100 apples. Then what am I going to do with it? We're going to go add some yeast. Oh, okay. Hang on. Oh, I'll hold it. I see. There we go. How much yeast do we add? Oh, my maximum potential. Oh, okay. Oh, so I want to put quite a bit in then. I'm not sure that is exactly how you should put yeast in, to be honest. I think you just shovel it in quite calmly rather than yeeting it across the room. Yeet! Because I don't think most of that's going in the barrel. This is probably going like all over me, all over the bloke next to me, in her hair. That's nice. I want to go for a brandy. Fine, make cider. I made apple cider. And it's rubbish. I've also seen this on the full game. Somebody did a little video. Import labels. You can make your own stickers. You make a PNG or whatever, or even if it's just a square label, you can actually make your own, which I thought was a pretty nice little touch actually. So what we're going to go for? Oh, hang on. There we go. It's got to be that. Smooth and great taste. I don't believe that. It's made of apples. It's probably going to kill you. So we're going to stock it our own bar, are we? It's called Unnamed Bar. That seems like a perfectly good name because it means I don't have to type anything. Fortunately, we can always change it later. Well, fuck you. Okay. So let's go to the hangar and muck around with the plane a little bit because that is... Oh, we've got a customer. That's lovely. Thank you. I want to fly my plane. Again, this is one of these things. There's limited parts on the demo. I know for a fact that there are many more parts on the full game. You also can get a larger plane, like a big 4-engine. Is it 4-engine or 2-engine? So it's like a big cargo carrier thing. I think the reasoning behind the guys not making anything bigger than that was they wanted to add them, but you couldn't dock them places. So pontoons. Okay, it's kind of cool. I'd like to know before I buy things what these bits look like, if they're going to make things look different. Minus boost power, 45% engine power. Okay. Propeller. Oh, right. So you can have different propellers, different equipment, different ornaments, and different paint. Well, I think my plane's going to stay red because red is just... It's got to be awesome, isn't it? I can afford a decent prop, a different prop. So let's modify my plane now. So I got engine. Swap to the other engine. Oh, it does look different. Okay, we get different exhaust off that engine. Right. Oh, I can't build it because I now can't afford it. That's about right, isn't it? Oh, well. Oh, I see. It's got an extra... whatever one of those things is on the prop. A no spiky nose. But as you can see, you can get different bits. Well, that's ever so slightly disappointing because I can't afford to actually change my plane. Well, we know it looks different. I suppose we take a mission so we can afford to buy things. Hello, welcome to our bar. Yeah, fuck you too, love. Get out of my bar. And I've gone to dock again. Damn it. It's the only thing about D being dock is if you try and turn right straight away, it tries to dock you. You have to wait until your engine picks up and you start moving a bit. I've got several markers. Yeah, well, up we go. Do we have a map? No, we don't have a map. You can see how much I've played this. I'm pressing random buttons. I just turned the engine off. Restart. Please restart. Come on. Falling out sky bad. Ah! It's pretty standard for me, but there you go. Okay. I like the water effect on the screen too. It's such a beautiful looking game. I could quite happily just fly around. Wouldn't even need to do anything. Just fly about. Oh, spotted a shipwreck. Where was that? Let's try not to fall out of the sky. Shipwreck. So what do we do here then? I'm going to have to figure out how to land. I suppose we need to get above it. Oh, 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 oh. That's going to be a bit rough. Don't land on the wing. Oof. Yeah.
Oh no! What happened? Oh no! How terrible! That's just awful! How terrible! Oh no!
We can deal with that. Oh my god, I'm on fire and everything. That's horrendous. Got a boost just to keep her in the air. Oh, there you go. Don't hit the water too hard. Don't do a derp. Because it'll all end up in tears and flames on fire. It's exactly what you expected of me, let's be honest. Oh, that was a bit quick. Okay. Oh, the plane didn't. Oh dear. Well, it's gonna get... Oh, we can just take a loan out. I didn't know that. We just take a loan out. It'll be fine. Scoop up a little bit of water. Do a loop-a-de-loop. Oh, really? Don't fly into the... Ah. Note to self. Don't fly into the thing you're collecting stuff from. It's bad. Missed the tree. Flying upside down's not exactly ideal. Please turn over. There we go. Oh, come on. Big of the loop of the loop. Yes. Got 10 gold already. It's really going brilliantly. I think I'm going to leave it there because clearly I need some practice. You get the gist of it. There's stuff to do. It's a nice little game. And in all honesty, I'm much more lenient on stuff like this than I am with the AAA stuff like we saw me playing Skull and Bone the other day. Because Ubisoft have got literally tens of millions of pounds to plunge into games and they've still got buggy games. These guys don't. It's an indie game dev studio. As I said, I think it might even only be a couple of people, and they've made an absolutely beautiful product. As I said, follow them on Steam. There's a demo on Steam. Wishlist it. Go join the Discord, say hello. Look for me if you get there from my video. That'd be quite nice. It'd be really cool. Support a little creator, even if you don't end up buying it. Just have a look, because I think it's just fantastic myself. And look at the state of my poor old plane. It's got a wing coming off. It's all smashed up. I'll repair it like the bare minimum and then see what it looks like. Yeah, look at that attention to detail. Look at that. That's fantastic. I can't wait to get into the guts of this game and play properly. All listing over to one side. Wing hanging off. Yeah, but the engine barely probably starts. Yeah, it's clapped out. It's great. I love this sort of thing. Absolutely love it. I'm going to go and watch Porco Rosso now. I suggest you do too if you've never done it. Hopefully this video has been sort of semi-interesting. I've tried to cut it down and make it short this time around rather than a big long rambly thing, because I know I get boring. And I don't want to spoil too much of the game, so I've given you a little bit of tutorial, a little bit of this, that and the other, and then just, here you go, have a look. If it's not for you, it's not for you, but I strongly suggest you have a little nose, even if you just look it up on Steam. This is the Brew Barons. I have been Dubzilla. See you later. Merry Christmas.